And so they came, at a friend's behest. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with the Rude Man. And I'm going to try out Dancer for a little bit, show you what that's all about. We've got 3 Moghome quests to do to prove our worth to the Moogles. And we're going to start by talking to a few of them. We're looking for a painting. I know where it's at, but we got to talk to people anyway, so... talk to these Moogles. Mogwin is missing his masterpiece. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently. In fact, for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece. Oh, happy day. I am the swifter in finding it. If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Koopa nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? I don't know much about this stone, but I do know Mogwin has been creeping out the back way to Solm All's summit from time to time. Maybe he left it up there. Okay, well, that's where I'm going. We're going to pick up a... I think there's an ether current up here. I can hear it. There it is. We'll grab that while we're here. All right, let's head up this way. Through this little tunnel thing here. And I think we're up around the corner somewhere. No? Let's go up here. Well, that's not where it's at. It should be up here someplace. All right, this is not... I might be remembering incorrectly. Let's turn those 2 off and see. Well, it says it's over here, but I don't remember finding it over here before. Unless I'm remembering this incorrectly, which could be, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, baby. What? Wow. Oh, maybe I didn't talk to everybody. Well, what did you find out? Oh, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. Oh, the second part of your trial commences. Go adventure and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. All right, so it was up where I'm at. I just wasn't ready to find it. Okay. I got ahead of myself. That happens sometimes. All right, that's what I thought. I knew it was up here somewhere. Painted stone. Here we go. All righty. I suppose we can turn these other ones back on. Is there any way to get down from here? From up here? No? Uh-oh. No, no! I guess I better go back down the way I came. Wee-haw. Here's your pebble. Do you have it? Is my masterpiece safe? Well, safe as can be. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable kupu nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. Oh boy, it was completely valorous. Okay, defeat the whatcha-dingers and find some cloud's breath. Okay, we got it. We got to defeat some dinosaurs. And find some cloud's breath, whatever that is. Some kind of a flower. These kind of games, role-playing games. There's a lot of go look over there, find that, and bring it back. Okay, now go back to where you just were and find this other stuff that was there that I could have told you about the first time, but I forgot. And then you come back and you say, oh, by the way, I left something else out there, so you got to go back and pick it up too. There's a lot of that in role-playing games. Go fetch. Do this, do that. We call them make-work jobs. They're not a job that does anything for anybody. It's just something to keep you busy. All right, so we're looking for... there, cloud's breath. Should be one here. Okay, one back kind of the way we came. And then one across the street over there. Whee! Whee again. Whee! There's another one. Okay, and then one across the street here, as I said. There's one there. And there's the guys we have to smack in the nose. He wants us to smack these guys in the nose. I don't know if I know how to do that. I know how to take them out. Hello. How about a little dance? There's always one hiding. Just about the time you think you got them all. All right, let's go turn these two in, and that should be all of our good works for at least today. Hey, look, another player. Hello. He got a little kitty cat with him. Alrighty, you were able to humble my dwarvian devotees. Wonderful. You are as capable as I am captivating. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dwarvians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. I think they're just hungry. Did you have any further trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Well, there you go. Oh, yes, this is perfect. Now I have the main ingredient for my my palm tonic. Palm tonic? It said something, I forgot what it said. You have completed the trials of trustworthiness. Return to the chieftain Moglin and await his judgment. Okay. There he is. Judge me. If that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo, gather your friends before me, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Okay. I have to go and actually gather my friends. Are the trials over then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like pack cocobos, I shall demand compensation in Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? So these guys were doing stuff too, eh? What'd you get? Dishes? Now go your trials, Warrior of Light. I myself have been sent out on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dwarvians? Seemed like it. Such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld, who also favored such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt that these furry lumps could overleap a Caracou lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Kit. I like not this place. What, did they have Canasenan do stuff too? Not him. Her. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Moogle Mog the 12th and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. We've become such friends, Kupo. My Mughal cousins have loved to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglen has finally come to decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him. Who's left? A sail? What sorcery's this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? You're in love. They're so cute. They're so adorable. Kit, I was, no matter what it is, Cat. What? Chieftain Moglen has made his decision. Well, let us keep him waiting then. Let us not keep him waiting then. I didn't think I was going to spit that one out. What's this blue thing over here? Should be a wind current. Yeah, it is. The bathing bully. Mogret is in desperate need of a bath. Okay. Have you ever bathed in the water to the northeast? Of course not, because a gang of burly Hropkins has been attacking any who goes near them. If you were kind enough to slay a few, that might scare them away, giving me time for a dip in the waters. All right, I can do that. We can do that. I know exactly where they're at. Okay, we're all here, so you don't have to repeat yourself. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Mughal. But you see, before any meeting with Raskvar could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do? Uh-oh. Oh, dear. The horn. Bring out the horn. Quickly, quickly. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Mogan may have set on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. A good tutti-frutti. We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case. Very possibly, yes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, well, Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Hrothgar will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair, come, we have squandered enough time already. He's an impatient one. God, woman walks slow. Chieftain Moglen, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Ah, of course, of course. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogholm your home amongst the clouds. It's going to take them forever to walk home as slow as they walk. See it in 2 or 3 moons. Okay, off we go, I guess. Oh, we have to talk to somebody. Moghan. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well, eh? Moghan is ready to lead you to Mogholm. All right, let's get going. Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alpha Node is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. We're ready now. Where's Alphanot? I think we have to say goodbye to the Ken Asena. Let's see. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seedseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? Yes, we shall. Why do we keep talking to that guy? Talk to her. She's taking me to your leader. Alphino, Kit, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Mughals might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for you and your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplokop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of Twelveswood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure. I've made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my King's Moogle back home. King's Moogles. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seedseer. We too must be on our way. The dragon awaits. Indubitably. Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoic facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Oh, it's seen. Everybody sees it. We got one little job before we can take off to Zenith. And that is that guy that wanted the bath. So, before we take off, let's go take care of that little duty. Duty. He's got a little duty that needs a bathing. And those guys are this way. Whoa! Don't attack. We're friendly. All right, some big guys that are standing around up there. I don't know where the water's at. I never did find the water. Well, I wasn't really looking for it. One down, 2 to go. Two down, 1 to go. Need to move this. Where's my cursor? Let's grab that and set it there. Okay, we'll go back, turn this one in, then we'll head out to Zenith. Whee! Tempting fate. Wow. Mogsy. Guy's name was Mogsy. There's Moogie. Or Moggy. Moggy, Moogie? Moochie? Alrighty. Turn this in. We should get an aether current. Or an ether current. There we go. I didn't read it. Alright, well, now we're off. For Zenith. For sure. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbled away your tears? Then we are indeed ready to go. Okay. The road to Zenith. Mogan has volunteered to lead you to Zenith. As Chieftain Moglin already explained, the shiny instrument he gave you is the best means of grabbing the dragon's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big palace where we need to blow the horn. First things first, though, we need to make for Asha. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing. All right, now we get to talk to Moogzy. Gazing fearfully at the road to Asa. You aren't thinking of heading towards Asa, are you? Best watch yourself if you are. Archsauruses stalk the road looking for an easy meal. If only somebody would drive them away. Oh, you seem to be the type for dragon hunting. Why won't you slay 3 of the Archsaurs and open the road back up for Moogle traffic? Once the deed is done, let Moogamont in Asha know. Okay, I guess we're heading that way anyway. If we run into any of these dinosaurs, we'll just have to take them out, I guess. We're just on a country stroll. Little Sunday drive. Oh, looky, looky. Just waiting for us. Who trespasses across our bridge? Oh, where's my... Actually, I think that one can go back over there. It's an arch sore. Or sore arches. Okay, I did forget something. This job has a little something. It's this right here, the peloton. This makes you and anybody in your party run faster for a short period of time. So if you're in a party and you use that, everybody runs faster. If they're close enough by you to get the buff. They have to be pretty close. Not terribly close, but pretty close. Okay, dokie. Are we going the right way? Yeah, we're going the right way. Okay. What? I'm not doing a fate. I don't care for fates. They are a good way to level, but I'd just soon use dungeons to level. Where'd that guy come from? Boy, he gave up slow. Took him a little time. This is the pastime of anybody under 12 that plays this game. They do this all day friggin' long. All day friggin' long. It drives you crazy. I jump when I have to, but I don't just run around like this all the time, just going like this, just over and over and over. And then they go round and round and round and round. You always know when there's a 10 or 12-year-old playing a game. Or somebody with autism. somebody on the spectrum. They do that all the time. Whoop. Don't want to do that. Okay. I don't want to go back. Not yet. There's Mogmont. They told us to look for them. Is that someone from below? How did you get past the dragon sores infesting the road? What? Moxie asked you to slay them for him? Just like him to depend on the kindness of strangers. We've barely been able to venture outside of Ashaw for fear of being attacked. Now, thanks to you, the roads are just a little safer. Well, it's been my pleasure. Indeed. Look, there's another aether current. Let's get that while we're standing here. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece. I wonder what has the dragons so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Waiting for the wind to change. Mogan seems fretful about the weather. Well, we may have a small problem. When the winds are high like this, Hresvelger invariably abandons his loft perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. Oh, is that why we always stop at that one location? Yeah. It's kind of funny. I've played this game so many times. I usually don't read any of the quests. I just bang, 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 hit the button and just do what you got to do. There's everybody. Hello. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. Mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well, then I believe campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Corthus. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphanode whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Kit, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. Well, why don't you follow him? We will have the camp ready for by the time you return. Well, she will. You're going to make her do all the work. All right. Let's go keep his little ass safe, I guess. Where'd he go anyway? Oh, go away, you big brute. Oh, it's a nasty tree. Well, it wasn't he supposed to get firewood? Here you go. Take this guy out. We got lots of firewood. All right, where's the next spot? Up a little ways, around the corner. There we are. Another tree. I never did see him. Where's he at? Well, there wasn't much protecting him. We never even saw him. I'm guessing he's back up here with his firewood. All right, where's he at? I see I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphinaud returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looks like stew ingredients, ready for the fire. The Ice Queen? That's just cruel. Oh man, she laid it out, didn't she? What's the rope for? Eating? That all the wood you found? Been gone long enough. Well, perfect shape of a fire. Oh, you even put rocks around it. We're roasting hot dogs. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Oh, ain't he cute, huffing and puffing. Ah, few things compare to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. That's true. Everybody loves a campfire. Ha! So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to Ysel with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlian dignitary, and alongside my twin became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the stadium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers, how ignorant of mine own shortcoming. That hubris invited manifestation or manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the scions. Oh, he's blaming himself for all of that? We, all of us, are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives never knowing what it is that they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe? 'Twas only upon meeting Hrasvelger that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things, I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetrating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure. of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphinaud. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here, amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once ever lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in the time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Hrothgar of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not that I shall, Dragoon. Well, winds willing, we shall have our answer in the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. What, no tent? No sleeping bags? Just laying out in the dirt? Damn. Didn't they say it was cold-winded up there? Waiting for the wind to change. All righty, well, I guess it's time to head out, but my time is up for the day. So when we come back, we'll talk to Moghan and tell him that we're ready to go. And hopefully you had fun while you were here, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now.